welcome to my car. My name is Melissa, and so I have a very exciting and busy day today. I want to go and check out some thrift stores. I just moved here, like I've been saying, and I just want to see what's out there. There's 3 thrift stores I've seen on Google Maps that look like they have some sort of book collection. So I really want to go just check them out and see if I can find anything. So I thought I'd take you along with me. I love thrifting, and so anyways, and in substitute for a weekly reading vlog, because I'm having family coming into town, I just decided this would be a better option for me. So yeah, sorry, I'm like moving around, but so yeah, I am gonna go to those. I also am delivering, so you see this, this is the box of Westerns that I got. I actually remembered post me filming that video, I remembered that my grandpa loves Western books. And so I just decided, especially because he's all alone for the holidays, he can't make it down. So I decided I would send those off to him just as a little surprise present. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to the post office, and then I also, because it's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, I have to go to the grocery store and get a bunch of ingredients for the stuff I'm planning on making, which I hate cooking, like you guys know. So this is a huge stretch for me, but whatever. I'm gonna attempt to make my mom's apple pie. That is so good. And then I'm gonna attempt to make a shrimp cheese ball. So those are my assignments, and so I have to get the ingredients for those. So I'm not gonna vlog that, obviously. That's just boring, but I am gonna vlog my thrifting and hopefully find some good books. We'll see. I mean, even if I come away with one book, I'll be happy. I'm not planning on doing any, huge hauls or whatever, but yeah, so I will head off now and let you guys know when I get to the first thrift store and what I find, and we'll go from there. Bye. Hey everyone. So, cheers. So, I debated about what to do about this little video that I had planned, because I took that first clip of me in the car, and then the rest of the day kind of got off the rails. I ended up still going to those 3 thrift stores, but I didn't vlog it or anything, so I felt really bad, and I was like, do I even do any more filming or whatever? But I just decided I'll continue. The show must go on. And for continuity purposes, I just put on this turtleneck again, actually because I love it too. I'm just gonna wear it again. I washed it last night, so don't worry. But anyways, yeah, so I ended up going to those 3 thrift stores and found amazing finds. So the first thrift store was a mom and pop thrift store that had actually a really good selection of stuff, which I was surprised at. They had a ton of Nora Roberts vintage Harlequins, which I know like some people collect. Specifically, I know Sarah from the Bookish Knitter loves Harlequin and loves collecting vintage Harlequins, so I thought of her when I saw those. And they also had a ton of Judith McNaughts as well. But I already own Kingdom of Dreams and Whitney My Love. And so I just decided I was gonna read those first before I buy any more Judith McNaught. So I'm trying to be a bit more picky when I go to the thrift store, because I obviously don't want to hoard books. And so I'm trying to just make sure that I keep, like, I only buy the books that I'm really interested, that I already have on my TBR, or that immediately I know I'm gonna love it and that I am immediately like drawn in by, and not just something I've seen or heard of, or oh man, like this would go so quick on eBay, like nothing like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to be a little bit more picky. So yeah, I want to show you guys what I got from that bookstore first, or that thrift store first. And the first one is Years by Lavrell Spencer. So I've shown you guys Morning Glory before. Let me grab it. So I have Morning Glory here, and here's the beautiful step back. I've shown this before, but from what I know, Lavrell Spencer is a very, very well-loved kind of classic historical romance author, and she writes really heartfelt, small town type of books. And so this one's also historical. This one's set in 1941 in Whitney, Georgia. And then, sorry, that's not part of the haul, but anyways. And then there's this one, Years, Lavrell Spencer. And this one is set in 1917, and it's set in Alamo, North Dakota. And it's pre-World War I. So yeah, I think it sounds amazing. I'll read the back. Years, a story of passion, a story of heartache, a story of a way of life that will long be remembered, with people and places as real as the emotions of the heart. Doesn't that sound so good? It's just so heartfelt and historical even. So I'm so stoked that I found this book. And then the only other book I bought from that thrift store was this one, Colleen McCullough's The Touch. And this was on my TBR as well before I went in there. These both were actually. But this one, so Colleen McCullough is one of my favorite authors. She wrote The Thornbirds, where it says right here. And that is top 5, one of my favorite books of all time. I've talked about it a lot, but yes, she is an Australian author and writes Australian-based books for the most part. I also own one of her books called Caesar, and it's the start of this like Rome story of Caesar that I think is actually really highly rated. So let me know if you've read that one. But this one is also a story set in the Australian outback. It's a family story, and it sounds like it's an arranged marriage type of story where a Scottish outlaw gets sent to Australia and then has a wife sent to him from England, I believe. And then it's her and his story, and he's got like a lover or something. So there might be some infidelity in this, but it's actually decently rated, and some of Colleen McCullough's other books aren't. So I picked this up because yeah, it sounds like it's comparable to The Thornbirds. So I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Okay. So yes, these were the two from the first thrift store. So the second thrift store was just Goodwill, classic. I love Goodwill. This was a new Goodwill to me, and oh my goodness, guys. This Goodwill had all of the Joanna Lindsays, all of them. Like, I'm pretty sure someone just purged their collection and donated it, because it had like all the foiled raised edge lettering ones, so it's not, you know, a reprint. Like they were vintage and amazing, and I was like, oh man, like someone would kill to find these. I already own one Joanna Lindsay, Warrior's Woman, I believe, from my paranormal romance haul that I did. And she has mixed reviews. I know her covers are iconic, her step backs are iconic, so there's that. But like I said, I was being really picky, where I just knew that I wasn't gonna actually probably read some of those. They just sounded a little too, you know, outlandish, or a little just too much. And so I was like, you know what, someone else is gonna find these and freak out. So yeah, I let them go. But the one I was most tempted to buy was actually Silver Angel, because her hair is goals. I mean, if I could really get my hair to look like that, it would be amazing. I try, but you know, if I could, that'd be awesome. But anyways, okay, let me show you the two books I got from half price, or from Goodwill. So the first one I have had on my TBR for forever, and I actually almost bought it full price at Barnes & Noble. So when I saw it here, I freaked out. I was trying to get the sticker off, sorry. But it is Calling Me Home by Julie Kibler. So this book I got for $2.29, and it is the star-crossed lovers story set in 1930s Kentucky, and it's about a white girl and a black man who fall in love, like when they're younger, and then get torn apart by her family who, you know, doesn't approve, and then how they come back together later, I think. And it's also a dual timeline where it's also set in a present day timeline, someone figuring out about this couple that happened in 1930. So yeah, it sounds amazing, and it is rated so high on Goodreads. Everyone loves this book. So I know I'm gonna love it. 2 unlikely friends, 1 journey that will change their lives forever. Okay, the only other book I got from Goodwill, I really should have probably picked up one of those Joanna Lindsay's, but whatever, they'll probably be there again. But the only other book I got, you guys are gonna laugh. Oh my goodness, I fell for the cover first of all. 79 Park Avenue by Harold Robbins. And let me tell you guys the back of this book. There's always a party at 79 Park Avenue, the swank offices of Park Avenue Models, Inc., where the world's most provocative women are on call for the world's most impressive clients, and nobody does any modeling. Marianne is there, so beautiful she can take your breath away. She has known more men than she can remember, a few she will never forget, and one, a cop, determined to prosecute her in court, even though he's the one man she's ever really loved. So yeah, it's like a cop and like a prostitute situation happening. It sounds so good. It could be really problematic, especially because it's written by a male author. So I'm kind of like, is this just gonna like, you know, sexualize women? And I don't know. It might be kind of iffy. But if the love story of this girl, Mary Ann, and a cop who he's trying to prosecute her, doesn't that sound so good? I just had to pick it up, and it has yellow sprayed edges, and I'm a sucker for the cover too. Very, very 80s. And I got it for $1, so yeah. Those are the 2 I got from Goodwill, and I'm very excited about both of these. Very, very excited about this one. Let me know if you've read it. Okay, guys, now I've saved the best for last. Right next to the Goodwill is a used bookstore, so it's technically not a thrift store, right? But they only accept used books, and so anyways, I went in there, and their selection for romances specifically, amazing. Amazing. I was like, wow, anyone can come in here and find, honestly, any romance you would want. I mean, there were some that I couldn't find, but for the most part, I found the ones I really were looking at. So yeah, it was awesome. But I will start with the non-romances first and end with the romances because I just think they're so cool. So I got John Jakes the Bastard. So I got this because of my historical fiction mystery box, because I got the 7th one in the series right here. The Lawless, and this follows the Kent family, and this one's the first one. I thought I owned it, but I actually don't. I think I donated it before I moved, which was just horrible for me, but anyways, I had to buy a new one, and this isn't new, but I like the cover of this one too. I kind of wish it was the older cover, but yeah, it follows the Kent family, and this one specifically is set in the American Revolution, and if I love it, then I have 7 more books to read from the series, so I'm good for a while. I really love John Jakes' writing, so I think I'm in good hands, and I'm happy to own this and at least try the series out before I buy like a whole set. So yeah, got this one. And then, oh my goodness, this one is awesome. I'm so excited to show you guys this. So you guys are gonna laugh, but I originally was captivated, and pun intended, I was captivated by this cover. Oh my goodness, it's ginormous, and I saw this on the shelves and I was like, what is that? And so it's called Bright Captivity by Eugenia Price. And it says book 1 of the Georgia trilogy. And when I read that too, I was like, oh my gosh, please tell me what it's about. Let me show you guys the cover first. So it wraps around this giant tree that wraps around, and then there's this plantation here. So cool, right? And it's in really good condition, honestly. So I'll read you guys. So this is set in Georgia. The story begins as the War of 1812 is in its final days. Anne Cooper, the spirited young daughter of a prominent St. Simon's family, is attending a house party at Dungeness, an estate on nearby Cumberland Island, when a contingent of British Royal Marines on a mission to free slaves invades the island. They make Dungeness their headquarters, and all its occupants, including Anne Cooper, become their captives. From the moment Anne meets British Lieutenant John Fraser, she knows her once secure life as the sheltered only daughter of planter John Cooper will never be the same. It isn't. Within a year of their initial separation at the end of Britain's war with the United States, John Fraser, no longer needed by the Royal Marines because his country has finally defeated Napoleon, returns to Georgia to make Anne his wife. Doesn't that sound so good? So it's like star-crossed lovers, British soldier, Southern belle, and set in 1812. And yeah, look at these cute end pages too. I love that. So yeah, here's this giant book. Okay, down to the romances, where I have 2 here to show you guys. So I'll show you the one that was on my TBR originally. That is Kathleen E. Woodwis, The Flame and the Flower. And this is also randomly, I think, set in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's set in the South for sure. So I'm like gravitating towards Southern things right now. I don't really know why, but I am. Fearing for her innocence, doomed to a life of unending toil, Heather Simmons commits a shocking and desperate act. Now she must flee and seek refuge in the arms of a virile and dangerous stranger. Captain Brandon Birmingham is a lusty adventurer married to the sea. Though courting scorn and serious peril through his actions, he abducts the beautiful sapphire-eyed fugitive from the tumultuous London dockside. For it is destiny that brings Heather to Brandon's side, and no power on earth will force him to relinquish his exquisite prize. Only she can unlock the tenderness in his heart, and Brandon vows she will be his, to love, to cherish, to desire, and to carry off to far uncharted realms of sensuous passion. Sounds so good. Oh my goodness. And this is the first of a series. So if I love this one, I know that I will just continue on. So yeah, I picked this one up. Let me know if you guys have read Kathleen Woodwis before. I haven't, so I'm curious about her. Last and final one. I picked this up. This was a cover buy for me, so guilty as charged. This is Moonstruck Madness by Laurie McBain. So, first of all, let's just appreciate this vintage cover, and then look at these red sprayed edges. Like, hello. And the spine is barely cracked. And here's the back if I didn't show it. So yeah, I actually have her, Laurie McBain, on my TBR, so that was another reason. But a different book that actually I saw on Carrie from Book for Romance's channel. She hauled a bunch of books and showed one of the other books of hers, and it's amazing too. It's this vintage book with a parrot on it, and it looks like it's like a pirate vintage romance. Looks so good. But this one also looks really good. And let me read the back for you. In the blazing age of Scottish highwaymen, beautiful aristocratic Lady Sabrina Varick falls in among rogues and assassins to defend her home, thwart her father's cruelty, and to quell her own irresistible passion for Lucien, Duke of Camaret, whose bold daring must conquer her and unite them in a sweet, burning, and everlasting love. So yeah, it's like Scottish too. Scottish and British, I guess. So yeah, it sounds really good. I'm excited about this one. So yeah, those were the books I got from this other like used bookstore that I went to. So let me show you again. So John Jake's the Bastard. Eugenia Price, Bright Captivity, Kathleen E. Woodwis, The Flame and the Flower, and then Moonstruck Madness by Laurie McBain. So yeah, guys, that is my huge like thrifting haul for you. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call this video yet, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed. This is kind of in substitution for my normal vlog because I'm just kind of busy with holidays, obviously, and then sometime this week, hopefully when you guys see this video, I will post my new bookshelves vlog, like bookshelf organization vlog. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. And until my next video, please like and comment. I reply to every single comment. And please subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.